What's going on, you? Welcome to the channel. Brian the Divine Healer here with you. Ooh, I forgot something. But about to call this emergency spiritual meeting right now. Yeah. So chosen ones, light workers, empaths, star seeds, star children, need your presence. I'll be right back. So what's going on, you? How's your day going? Going good so far? It's great. I just had to grab some cards real quick. All right. For all those that know, y'all know, right? Spiritual warfare is very much true, right? It is a tactic used by the dark force to overpower the light. What's going to happen in 4 days is going to be very significant when it comes to this spiritual warfare, and I want you to be very aware of that. Okay, it's not a joke. In 4 days, the Pope, along with the Freemasons, they're going to be opening these holy doors. Okay, and these holy doors have not been opened. They're bricked in. So they're going to be unleashing darkness, but in a spiritual sense, because it's a ritual. Granted, they've never opened these doors ever, and they have to have the Freemasons involved with this, saying their chants and all this stuff, when the Catholic Church clearly banned anybody from becoming a Catholic if you are a Freemason. So these two tying forces together are very significant, because we are in a time of great struggle, not only just physically, but spiritually. All right, what's going on in the comments? How you doing? Yeah, appreciate you. All right, so they're going to unlock these doors, and these doors, they are holding back very dark spiritual forces. Okay, so what I think is happening, and the reason why they're doing this, because they've never done this before, ever. But if you have noticed, over the course of all your social medias, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, blah, 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 you've noticed a sense of enlightenment on people. People are getting it. People are understanding things, right? Not only their own abilities, but with the idea of what even spirituality is, spiritual warfare, yada, 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 blah, 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 right? True story. So this sense of enlightenment within all of us that has been spreading, because that's how energy is so fluid, it's becoming big. Like a threat to them, a threat to the darkness. Because they can't stop the light, obviously. I mean, they can dim it, right? But they can't stop it completely. But the power that the collective consciousness has in this whole past 24 has been more than it has been in years. Probably decades. Right? So they're losing the battle. They're losing the battle, because 2024, we won. We won it this time. Okay? A lot of y'all had come up and really looked at yourselves and took that did the inner work. You did the inner strength to find out who you really are and what you're capable of. I've seen it. I've heard it. And you guys are amazing. But this is just the beginning, my friends. This is just only the beginning. Because what they're going to be doing when they're going to open these portals is going to be their last ditch effort to overtake the light. Told you. They want to overtake the light. But we've healed. And we're not about to let this ceremony, this ritual stop us. So this is why I call it an emergency meeting, because we need to up our prayers. We need to up our spiritual practices. We need to use all the tips and tricks and things that we've done in 2024 to make ourselves stronger, better, and bigger spiritually. Now we need to apply all of that in 2025 and more, because this is going to be huge. There are going to be ugly, tremendous, catastrophic things that we are going to see in this next coming year. If you thought some things were in 2024 were atrocious, and how could just things be the way that they are and be that ugly and be that dark, well, you just wait. Appreciate you, my friend. You just wait. It's going to get worse. This is why I'm telling you, you got to step it up. And you already been doing great with your practices and stuff, right? I get that, right? Cleaning out the gutters, right? Unclogging the garage, whatever you got to say for your inner work, right? It's basically integrating your shadow side into your conscious reality side, right? So, I'm trying to coordinate with certain people to have a certain thing done on Christmas Day. Hopefully, I can get in the same time as when they are going to do their ritual. Because I know what I want to do. I'm not going to say right now because I'm going to actually live stream it. So in 4 days now, I'm going to be somewhere. There's going to be a whole bunch of people, and it's going to be a glorious, miraculous thing that you're going to see. If I can get this coordinated, because trying to do this on Christmas Eve is going to be very challenging as far as where I need to have this done. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say. And if you're smart enough, you probably already figure out what I'm talking about, because I'm going to counteract this opening, okay? And if I can't, for some reason, get to do what I want to do, then we're going to have alternate means. And I'm thinking of like going live, and we're going to do like a prayer session, right? But it's not going to be we're going to be praying. We're just going to be praising God. We're going to be, generating this positive energy, So I'm going to compliment you. You're going to compliment me. We're going to give great energy vibes back and forth through this live, whether it's through the prayer, good conversations, whatever. That's if my original plan don't work, because my original plan is tricky, because I have to schedule to get to this place to have it done. And like I said, on Christmas Eve, it's probably going to be very difficult. So I'm not even going to be that sure if I could do this on that day. But I'm trying like heck, okay? I got to go out tomorrow, go to 2 places to see if they're having service and if their tank is full, if you know what I mean, okay? So, you guys have been super fantastic with building your own abundance, okay? Building yourself and building your strengths, okay? Looking very, very beautifully spiritually, okay? So the armor of God that we've been all trying on this whole 2024, y'all's fit, okay? Because I know mine does, okay? So we need to shine it up a little bit, because December 24th, when that Pope opens that door, all hell's going to break loose. So we need all the gifts and the tools that we've used and learned to have in 2024 to use in 2025. Prayers. I sent a video out today. The strongest prayer that you could say ever in your entire life is the Our Father. Our Father. That is the strongest prayer that you could use. And you should practice that, like in the morning and when you go to bed. At least try that. Okay? Now, I want to show you something very specific. If you guys are very much believers in God like I am, because you're obviously here, we have our things, like we have our candles and we have our incense, right? You like that hanging incense stick upside down? It's pretty clever, right? I love that because it just burns up, right? But I want to show you something you guys might want to think about, okay? You don't have to employ this. You don't have to do it. But I got a download about it. And it was about clearing stuff out of my house. One, obviously, that was just old stuff. Even if it's just trash, take it out, throw it away. If you have old collectibles of things that, past people, exes and all that, get rid of it. Get rid of it. I know, it's pretty clever, right? Who would have thunk it? Burning your incense upside down. Perfect. But I want to show you this. Okay, this is my spot for God. Okay, this is to allow Him into my house. Let me turn this around. Okay, so right here, babe, see this spillage? It's just a piece of bread that kind of just dried out, right? But this is the bread, right? Give us our daily bread. And the water we have, what? The water we cleanse. It's to cleanse our bodies with, right? Because without water, we ain't making it. And the candle obviously is really burnt out. But this is the light of God, right? So this is my little altar that I had been instructed to mount up to not only want to have the protection of God in my house, but to invite Him and have a place, because those are all the things that are recognized. Okay, so get that, do that. Just get a little clean bowl of water, get a candle, white candle only, and a piece of bread, and put them on a nice little spot together. I light that up twice a day, in the morning and then at night when I go to bed, right? Because God is always with me, but that is just the symbolism, which is really like the tools that we use in spirituality to be in existence in the spiritual realm. Okay, because you're a spirit body as well as a physical flesh suit. Okay, so you have a dual purpose. You know, you're living two lives. One is a spiritual being, which half is most people are unconscious to, and the other half is your flesh suit body, which is your conscious. That's where you have the subconscious and the conscious, because your subconscious is your spirit. Okay, just know that. So that preparation, that little setup, that's for the spiritual body. Okay, just like these things here. You know, I got my little tiger's eye, right? But it looks like an eyeball. That's to ward off the evil eye, right? Exactly. So we use physical tools for a spiritual sense. And you need to get some stuff going, because in 4 days, the energy that's going to be unleashed is going to be very hard. I mean, I'm thinking it's going to wear on people's emotions. It's going to wear on people's mentalities. It's going to wear on people's pockets, their food, their family. It's going to be really, it's going to be a hit. And if you're not ready, then I don't want to see you get knocked out. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. My little tiger's eyeball. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, you're so superstitious and things. I mean, I think you know pretty well enough if you watch all these tarots. When they talk about the chosen, you know who they're talking about. And when they say the backfires are going back and the evil eye ain't working, well, duh. It's hilarious. But people are ignorant. And you can't be mad at people for ignorant, because the definition of ignorance is you just don't know. So no one was ever taught, no one was ever told these things to understand, to know. But see, now if you know things and you're still dumb, well, then it's just you're dumb. Could be just of a choice. But this Pope opening up these things, see, I got a beef. I got a beef with these Freemasons. I really do. First of all, they were plagued in the town that I lived in, right? So then I moved, and they were plagued in this town. Not only that, but they're plagued with the government. You know how many presidents were Freemasons? I think like 14 or some shit, right? And if you look into the history of Freemasons, they're not godly at all. Because why? For many reasons, but why would the church say if you are a Freemason, you're not allowed to be a Catholic? You can't come to church. I thought the church loved everybody, right? Right. Makes sense to me. That's what I heard. All right. Is this dude Greg? Greg? No, dude. My name's not Greg. Anyways, it's battle time, my friends. It's battle time. Definitely time to step up. So you need to start bumping up your energy. From tonight on, you need to bump up your energy. You need to get in those positive, happy, childlike modes. You know, we've had those days where all of a sudden something just hits you and you get the gigglies, and then you're all silly, and then you want to just run around and pile leaves. That's what, that's what God wants us to be like children, because we are His children. So when we carry that energy, that's an extra barrier, right? If you think about your your aura, that's really your own what do they call that? Your magnosphere, right? So when you employ that positive, this thing's killing me. It's right at my squash. If you employ the positivity, you're obviously elevating your vibrations, right? Think about it this way. If you're sad and you're depressed and you're all bummed out, you're just like a sloth on the couch, pretty much. Your cells aren't really vibrating, they're just chillaxing, they're just the right? Creating that low vibration. Now, when you're happy, you're go lucky, you're moving around, you're doing your dishes, you're shaking your ass, your cells all are moving and bouncing off each other, creating this vibration, this frequency. That is what I mean about this energetic magnetism aura kind of protection. Because the happier you are, the more that you glow this kind of aura, which is your force shield. Captain, can you smell what I'm putting down? Yes. That's why said platforms, TV stations, music artists, actors and actresses, there's this level of similarity where everything is on a negative level. You heard most music today, it's just crap. It's all negative. Same thing on the TV. Mostly it's all scary movies, stuff like that. You watch on YouTube, everybody's a little different, but the algorithm is pretty much the same, where you'll see a lot of negativity, and what that does is it's a psychosomatic thing. So now when you are watching something, let's say a creepy TikTok videos, right? Well, that energy that you're absorbing, because all of those negative, scary videos, they're being put on you, you absorb it. And then you, in a sense, become part of it. Or it changes you. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong ones can go through things that are negative and still hold their essence and their strong vibrations. Yes, indeed. But I don't know what this deal is with this Pope crap. Yeah, let him do it. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jurassic. You're a good friend, right? They can say whatever they want. They're creepy. They can do whatever. Thank you, Phil, for liking my tattoos. Appreciate that. I don't know what this KKK is. That's crazy. But listen, for the Pope to want to do something this drastic, this brand new, never done before ritual with opening these doors, and one of them, I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to be the day after Christmas or Christmas Day. The Pope is going to do the knocking on one of these doors, and one of these doors is going to be in a prison in Rome. Okay, when they open that prison, in the Bible, Jesus says that this door will be of a prison opening the year of vengeance. The year of vengeance. So now, when we speak of that, it depends on what side you're on, is how the vengeance is going to be laid out. If you're on the good side with the light and you're wearing your armor, Well, that vengeance is going to be the Lord's vengeance, but it's going to be worked through you because God works through vessels, people, places, and things. I mean, there's so many examples, like with Lot, right? Lot, there was two angels that transformed themselves into humans, went to Lot's town, said, knocked on the door, said, y'all gotta leave. He said, come on in, have this, like they do for the traditions. But the whole town wanted to come in and basically get on those angels because they were so beautiful as humans. God sent them there to warn Lot to get the hell out of there because it was Sodom and Gomorrah. And they left. See? So don't believe that if we talk about, oh, it's God's will to, exhume the vengeance on people, that is so true. But if you're tapped in and you are one of those chosen and those star seeds and those earth angels and light workers, God is going to use us for things like that. Why do you think some people are walking karma? It's not by accident. It's because God says, you're going to be my wrecking ball. So you're going to go up to people in dark places and you're going to bust that shit wide open. Just like sending those angels to warn Lot to leave. True story. There's many more examples like that of how God uses us to do his work. He can do it all in one shot, but he loves you as a child, so he's going to teach you. He's going to have you grow. So he has you do different assignments because everybody's doing different things on this earth to elevate it. And it's going to be huge, this 2025. So depending on what side you're on, depends on how well your 25 goes. And I'm telling you, the tactics are going to be crazy because if they already have stupid psychological spiritual warfare coming on you and me, this past year has been bananas with that. Don't you think that 2025 is going to be worse? Slightly. Now, we won't be trying to be fooled with the scare tactics because 2024, I think basically, I really think from 2020 till now has been our training period. This has been, our basic training, the boot camp, spiritual boot camp. Been training and exercising to get ourselves strong, strengthened, and all this. That's why a lot of other people that just started understanding their spirituality, their individuality, as far as their abilities, their psychic abilities, their clairs, telekinesis, all this stuff. You've been developing it since you've learned it. So that means once you got an awareness of it, now it's not you're choosing it on purpose. Certain events, certain things are put in your life to enhance that ability, to learn discernment, to learn, to trust your intuition. That is the biggest one. It's trusting your intuition. Because a lot of people don't even know. There's a lot of people, I bet you, that they don't even have that inner voice that tells them what's up. And those are the people that are deep, dark demons. Those are the people that don't care. They have no empathy. They have no remorse. Those kind of people, I really feel that they don't have that in you because to have that in you, I really feel the Holy Spirit is within you. So you need to bump these things up by doing certain things and practices that you've been used to or maybe you've heard of or learned from to keep as your tool to protect you from the spiritual warfare. Some of y'all listen to the frequency musics. A lot of you pray. There's a lot of different techniques. But this, we got to hold it down. We got to really, really hold it down. And if I hear something by tomorrow, whether it's a go at this place where I get dunked on Christmas Eve, then I'll let you guys know because I'm going to live stream it. Okay? I'm going to live stream it. Because that I know for sure is going to be definitely the most powerful way that I could counteract this portal opening with the Pope and the Freemasons. But if not, like I said, I'll let you know in the community tab that we're doing something different. I'm going to go live with a different kind of approach because we need to pull together to have this massive amount of positive energy flowing on this day. That is a way that we can use our loving, kind, nurturing selves to raise the collective energy beyond what it is now to counteract this action that the Pope and the Masons are doing. It has to happen. Has to happen. Because 2024 has been a shit show. I thought 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 have been shit shows. Nah, this one was. And I don't know if you noticed, but time's flying by. Like, we just got into December. Now we're out of December. What? Time warp. Captain, I'm giving her all she's got. Harry is Star Trek. The Lord's Prayer is at least the one thing that I want you to at least fit into your day. When you wake up in the morning, give thanks to God for your breath, for being alive and waking up, because He's the one that gave you the breath, the spirit of life within you to wake up every day. It's not evolution. It's not Darwin. That's a bunch of shit. Darwin was a Freemason, punks. Didn't you know that? You know what I'm saying? But he really was. Freemason. Ah. And they're just nothing but a cult. A controlling cult. With their weirdness. They're weird people, you know. But I feel bad because they're lost. They're misguided. They fell for the wrong side. You know, some people fall for that because they see that, oh, it's a group of guys and they're all hanging out and they're best buddies. And I don't have any best buddies and I want best buddies. So I'm going to go be best buddy with them. Come on. That's just like an empty vessel walking into a trap. Because then they got you. So they're going to team up with the Pope. And the Pope is going to be doing this kind of practice ritual. And rituals are pretty powerful. Especially if you are up there in your high priestessness and you can exercise some of these techniques because this shit is real. I mean, the FBI, CIA, there's tons of documents on all of this that is real. People don't even think aliens are real, but guess what? Now everybody's believing it, right? I still don't think they're aliens. I think they're just entities coming in. Yeah. Entities coming in. But that's a different opinion. That's a different story. Right. So buckle up, Buttercup. 25 is going to get rough. But if you like I said, polish that armor of God, you exude and extenuate your practices, protection practices, and you at least try that new trick, right? The bread, the water, the candle. Because God's light is eternal, and the bread and the water, I think you get all that symbolism part. So if you have any ideas, feel free to shoot them up in the comments, throw them in the community board. I just had to bring this awareness to you guys because I don't know if people think this stuff is kind of a joke. But I have to say that's really not, because you know why? There's more things in this universe, this realm, this reality that is unseen than there are seen. And so if you're not prepared for the unseen, then your time being seen is only going to be limited. And I'm not down with a mental breakdown. I'm not down with depression. I'm not down with whatever is going to come out to try to work on us individually. It sounds like it's going to be a mass thing here because they're going to live stream it. So I don't know if it's going to be like a possession ritual or something like that. But if the Vatican is going to live stream this event, they must want people to watch for a reason. Right? Right. Just like one year, they live streamed Easter Sunday, right, from the Vatican and stuff, and when they were doing this hymn, it was all in Latin, of course, but you could hear uh, the word Lucifer many, many times in this hymn. And when I looked it up for the English translation, dude, they were just straight praying to, or giving glory and grace to Lucifer. I can't with the Catholics over there like that. What is that even about? They're like talking out both sides of the mouths. Don't follow idols, but look at all our statues we got up here, right? So the devil is definitely full of trickery. So if you don't know which way is which, believe in your heart, because your heart is God and God is love. And ain't that what your heart is all about? Pretty sure it is. So buckle up, get all your tools ready. If you need some assistance, hit me up in the comments. You guys are, I love your comments. Like I get thousands of comments and I read all yours. You know I do. I get up in there, even the punk ass ones that try to say their little crap to try to stop what I got to say just because I might feel offended. I'm not even looking at that. Because I know that this is what they want to thwart my attention. They want to change my energy. It's not going to happen. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick and give you guys kind of that heads up because 4 days left and things are already getting kind of scary. So let's just get it going. Email me if you need some issues worked out. You want to talk about some things, that's fine too. I'm open. Obviously, I'm not doing uh, my personals anymore. The website's kind of just tossed to the side. What a shame. Anyways, that's just what it is. But I'm open. Feel free to hit me up anytime you need to. Um, but in the meantime, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. And forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever and always. Hallelujah. Be safe, my friends. Enjoy your weekend. Blessed, be brave. Be bold, be well. Love y'all. Thanks for coming out, sharing the energy, getting the knowledge. And I'll see y'all again.